Another day, another dollar. It's O.T.G. O.T.G. Daily News. Overtime grind. Supply to work. Black people beware. That's all I really want to say. I want you guys to beware, man. Beware of the black people every time that you're positive and you're trying to have a conversation about a certain topic of black people who come and divert the attention to something different. Black people, be aware. Be aware. Be aware that there's black people out here every day who are fighting to stay locked in the jail of white supremacy because they are scared to go outside without the guidance of the white man to tell them what to do and to think for themselves. So black people, be aware. What are you talking about, O.T.G.? I'm talking about every single time you try to have a conversation about politics in a place where none of these guys have done anything for you and they just come around and try to utilize you when it's time to vote, try to utilize you and act like they care about you, but even when they write their policies and things that they plan to do for the black community, they're not clear, they're not concise, and they have no real plan. They have no real relationships with community leaders and people who are important to the people every day in the community. And when you try to have these conversations, you have black people who come and tell you that if you say you decide you're not going to vote, then you're disrespecting the ancestors. No, the ancestors didn't die for us to be sold a dream from white people who don't even respect us. That's not what they died for. We are not evil people by nature, so it is not in our nature to have to choose between the lesser of two evils. That's not something that we're skilled at and or we're good at doing. When you're talking about police reform and things of that nature for the neighborhoods and for the community, the black people who come on and say, well, what about black on black crime? Y'all not out here marching for so-and-so and so-and-so. Y'all not marching when a baby gets killed in the neighborhood. Y'all not marching when it's this or when it's that. Or a black person committed a crime against me, so it's not Black Lives Matter, it's this, that. Right? Don't argue with stupid people who divert the attention from the goal. You know, the people are the people, and public servants are public servants who provide public service based off the work that we supply. We supply work. Our tax dollars help supply these public servants who are supposed to make different parts of our lives easier and better and take some of that responsibility out of our hands. If we are supposed to police our own neighborhoods, then of course the murder rate is going to be high. If you don't trust the authorities, you don't trust the police, you don't trust the judicial system, then of course people are going to take the law into their own hands. And when you have long wait times when you call the police, when you have the police killing black people who have called the police for help, you have police killing black women when they're trying to do mental illness checks, when you have kids coming up missing who leave in the custody of police, then you understand why more and more crimes are happening and the police aren't getting called and they're also not getting solved. So the conversation about the police is a serious conversation when in one breath you're saying protect black women at all costs, but for a black man to protect a black woman at all costs means he must put himself in the line of fire, and most men have no issue putting themselves in the line of fire, but in that same breath they have families, they have kids, they have children, they have mothers, they have fathers, they have people who want them to be safe and don't want them going to jail randomly or killing somebody or doing some things and not receive justice. So in the same way that we will stand and fight, we need to stand and fight for our black people as a whole, for our black children who need both parents. And any person who comes and diverts that message to the small percentage, those people are the problem, and you should run away from those people as fast as possible. When you talk about the black family and fathers, mothers, and black women or black men come in talking about black men not shit, black men are dogs, black men don't want this. Get away from those people as fast as possible, because you're never going to win the battle or the war that we're in right now when most of the ops look like you and you can't tell who's infiltrating for the man. And a thought process that is not here to build and help grow the black community to a better place, and is always here with a divisive statement, a divided statement, a statement to try to divert the attention from the plan or the topic at hand. Those are people who are purposely put in a place to try to slow down the movement. And what we need and what we have is a movement. Once you get stuck in a place, it's hard to get moving again. And so just be aware, understand that there's a lot of these black people out here every day. They're trying to create a new minority with the LGBT. They're trying to push that off in our community. With that, now you have gay men and black women hating on straight black men, at a higher cost. So now we have white people, all kinds of people of different colors and races, and now our own black women and gay black people and trans black people all attacking the black man. But you need the black man to create the black family, and you also want the black man to be security for those same people. So therefore, you can't alienate the people that you want to help you, and you can't push those people off in an island and let them get picked off and then wonder why you don't have security or support. So with that statement being made, I just want y'all to be aware and to be alert and use your common sense to be able to move out of those situations and those conversations, and stay away from those people. Separate far as you can from those people and stay focused on the goal. That's all I want to say. Another day, another dollar, supply to work, O.T.G, daily news, overtime grind, supply, let me know how you feel. Let's have a conversation. If you get disrespectful, ain't nobody talking to you, bro. If you want to come down and call people names and disrespect how people think and all that shit, we not supporting you, bro. This is a positive environment where we having conversations that are fruitful and trying to get somewhere for the community. If you support that, then support me. I support you.